Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Ohio Bobcats and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Nebraska is looking for that season to get over the hump. Matt Rhule has done a good job there in Nebraska, but at 7-6 last year, a disappointing end to the season. Not only that, they've lost their quarterback in the transfer portal. We'll see if the Cornhuskers can get back to national relevance with a stronger finish to the season this year. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Bobcats kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cornhuskers offense will get the football first. I hope this guy will be a big part of the offense, Ja'Cory Barney Jr. This guy has every tool you could want. He is one of the better pass catchers in the game.
And there was times during the week where we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, their D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the Huskers send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Trying to make one miss. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Ohio's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. His coaching staff blown away by how quickly he grasped the offense and won the starting job for the opener. Snap on first down, wants to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Long way to go on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's going to take off. 7-yard pickup on that one. 3rd down and 3 coming.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance.
Oh, he found a space on the right. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Out wide left, it's Hodges. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio! They're on the board first here in the season opener. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Wide receiver going in motion. Holden finds his man on the left. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down.
Well, and one of the big stories for Nebraska, as we know in the offseason, is Matt Rhule having to find a new quarterback. They thought they had the guy in Dylan Raiola. He was one of the top-ranked guys coming out of high school a few years ago, and really they saw him as the future of the program. Obviously, David, he's now out in Eugene, Oregon, and so it's a new face under center in this offense. They've got a lot of weapons, but a lot riding on this new signal caller offensively.
And they're just waiting to take that next step, right? Nebraska fans have been excited, and they've had some good spots to their teams over the past couple of years. They just need that trigger man. And is this the guy? Is this the guy that can take the offense to the next level? Raiola had some good moments, but the consistency, game in, game out, that they need from the quarterback spot to bring them back to what they used to be.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. The Huskers are moving quickly down the field. They'll try the counter. Nowhere to go.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air. It's Calandria. Fires quickly. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. 3rd and short now from their own 48. They'll try to get it through the air. Completes it in the middle. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Rush is on. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Working the ground game. Can't get him to the ground.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, and I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Not able to get outside. They tried to run wide, and they got nothing. It'll be 4th down. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Looking for the marker. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top as we get a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a first down here to open the period. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Hunter. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Sets his feet. It's Calandria. Flip it out to the back on the screen. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the score.
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. He's past the sticks. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Offense set on 1st down. Quick give. Driven back.
We're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the 1st? Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man in the middle. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Needs it. No room to run, and he'll be stopped for no gain on 4th and 2. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Running to the left. Breaks into the open. He's past the marker. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio! And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Yeah, offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Cornhusker offense is out and ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on that. 3rd and long coming up. To the air, it's Calandria. Under pressure. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. And the Huskers will punt this one away. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. Going to field this one in tight quarters. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
2nd and long here. From the gun. Oh, pressure's coming. Makes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Past the 45. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. Drops back on first down. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Sells to fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
Hauls it in. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Looking for a man. It's Calandria. Reels it in. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the Missouri State Bears.
The Huskers will boot it away to start the second half. Bringing it out. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement.
He's going for the big play. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, gonna throw it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking for running room. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Handoff again. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
The Bobcats have their offense in high gear. Here's how the career starts. His first carry.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Moves to his right. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Pugh. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. And here comes the offense on second down. On the delay, it's Taylor. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down across the 25. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And, man, you see it again. It's got to be frustrating for this defense. Like, there's a reason the offense has the lead, and it's because the QB can drop back and do things like that. It's supposed to be a pass, everybody playing pass, but he's just got such a knack and such a feel to take off and run and make people miss and create explosive plays, and that's why they built the lead here today.
Trying to get the corner. Now the toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bobcats. And the route is on.
Well, this offense said they wanted to start the year all gas and no brakes, and that's exactly what this game has shown. From the very opening whistle, this offense has been in sync. They've been explosive. Defense has had no answer for them. This unit is going to give teams problems because of their playmaking ability all year long.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. To the air, it's Calandria. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. They'll need a bunch on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's complete to the right. Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. They'll try to get the first through the air. And this is going to be incomplete on third down. The Cornhuskers will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes the grab at the 10. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. Turns it on at midfield. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to establish the run. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Bobcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Fresh set of downs going up top. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Oh, got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A first down run on the doorstep. And he's in. Touchdown, Bobcats.
and the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Ohio 31, Nebraska 0.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Sells the run, looking to pass. Right down the middle. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. We've come to the end of the period. Ohio has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Handoff from the gun.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They're all over it. It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Wants to throw one first. Grabbed behind the line, it's Mills. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Unloads in the nick of time.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Had to force that one.
And it's just been that kind of day.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Got to make the play on 4th. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Sells the run, wants to pass. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good.
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. And the Huskers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw again. Finds his man. It's Hunter. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a 1st down in the red zone. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got his man downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Cornhuskers go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Motion from the wideout. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bobcats offense comes out to go to work. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. Still on his feet at the 40. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Quick give. It's Rosa. Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Bobcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bowman. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, looking for a man. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Gonna run it. It's Rosa. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.